God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now Rodgers looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. For Clark again, and this time he's got him. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Rodgers going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A 1st carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Vick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to Von Miller. 3rd and long for Vick. Flushed out right. He may try and run for the ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Ivory. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a draw play. They go to Ivory. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quick.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And Vick's throw there incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick, right side, caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He can run, and I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Vick will look to throw on first down. It's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Vick and the offense will start first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Michael Vick. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Vick on 3rd and 2, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the Bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But I want to throw it right away.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickell Robey-Coleman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up.
He's out of here. He has to be. He's out of here. Call me the comeback king. Call me the comeback king. I am the comeback king. Honestly, comeback king. Honestly. Warrior?
Championships. All my records go hard. This a champion hit.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way...
That'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Might just fall.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception.
What
interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Vic goes play action. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time. The first-round pick of 2014. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vic. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. They'll run on first down. Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Vic readies to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd and 2, Vic. This is caught by Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Vic. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Vic flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Extending the touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 57 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Seven, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I want them to add fights.
As long as you go through your proper
They
reads
still
and
haven't had
progressions, the
injuries.
drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to
Is he asking me to leave? Is he? Because I ain't no quitter. Oh, no,
and
this
put it
is
in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's coming. We got double up. Slam. Switch. 25, check 20. Point it right. Watch.
Third and long for Mayfield. That is nice. Touchdown, New England. Jerry Rice there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT.
If I press the button, then it goes up.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, don't judge me that. Listen to the song.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Ryan Shazier picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and long. Vick. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they're
He wants to challenge that. He wants to challenge
third with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, Vick. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the
He mad. Oh, he's checking what Beckham is. Just the 83 years. Man, I need to start getting a towel for him and my hands start getting sweaty, honestly. He just can he just
Season who has stood out. If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his...
I think he's mad from that play.
They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They will indeed go for it. Vic. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
16, blah, 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 blah. They did not add 18, or not 19 overs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Vic. That's caught by Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Patriots 9-yard line.
Vic now. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. As the first half is winding down. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
That's flag on him.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Dang. Why?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Let's just hope that was him and not me. I think it was him there. Yeah. Dang, I got nothing for that one. Anyways. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not gonna go in Fortnite. I'm gonna go on my yeah. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over. That's the way my neck talking.
It's gonna be 1,000 coins. 150. I was close.
clips.
I'ma slap that, clap when the money go. You don't slap that's fast, if the money low. I'm a grass brown man when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit, the direct hit. It's the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like 10-fold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a
For
limb.
9K. Oh, I could get 10,000. I want to see my luck.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you? I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bag.
Open door. Should I get 50K? Wow. But that's never happening. You have to be really lucky to get 50K.
48 yards, I run it back. Hey, I cover.
Yeah, 9. Oh, I do have those games that I could play. Should I just sometimes save up to get the 180 or 1,000 to get that bomb that's 25K. Dang. I just want to see what's in the shop.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
Because if I buy it, I can add to my no money spent.
But I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like
The most expensive player is 10 mil? How does that go to 10 mil? If I'm being honest, that's auction house kind of stuff. Where's the... Let's just look at all legends.
Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like
oh, yeah, we want mom stuff. Oh, 10 mil?
Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Never know, I could save up and buy one of these. But oh. Just imagine saving 10 million coins. I could get this, that, and that. Huh. Veterans. Good ass veterans.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop
Where's
Dogg,
Clay
Mad
Matthews?
This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some.
Eric Weddle.
Tell your mom,
Yeah, his head's
tell
spoiled.
your daddy, tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your
Where
mama,
is Clay Matthews? Clay Matthews. I guess somewhere he's him.
if you want some, but you ain't bad
Let's
enough,
see
so you can't take none. I'm
leaks.
Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden.
I could buy OBJ.
Laid out so fast 'cause I can get you with the run or I can hit
could bite him. I'm just saying, holy, I could bite O, B, or top here. But top here. It's that fast.
I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like
I'm just saying.
down in Mississippi and New Orleans.
Beckham's league.
Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's a Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is
JJ. I can't buy JJ.
Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Heavy Lip. PD. I know the most expensive power-up cards. No, oh. I know the most expensive power-up. Where's my bitch? 10 mil.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. They wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
What songs are these? Sometimes, see, the songs that you listened earlier, that was in my playlist.
Footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Yeah, I gotta go on.
I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
We're gonna be doing Face of the Franchise. I think I'm actually alive. To the wipe your nose. We're 2-1. Accidentally saying. I think Bucks are the only one that won 3 in a row. Oh, dang. The 3 on on my series, the 49ers have been doing so good. Blueface, baby. Yeah. Bitch, I'm alone. Back to the scope. Oh, there you go. Of course I'm a captain. Let me switch the flow. I'm being Papa, shit on Daddy, shit on Papa, alone.
NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were losers.
Down. 70, Indy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, it looks like
Shaq Lawson.
It's going to happen. Oh, they missed it.
Here we go. 18 Shaders. Here we go.
Oh.
Now.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes outside. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll toss it to Penny.
Oh!
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Now, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd and 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to...
Rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Ah,
trying to fit
right
into
here.
more, but it's intercepted. Picked up by
Ah.
Micah Hyde.
Right.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Down. 8-3.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard.
Honestly, can at least not Williams go over?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll set up a throw.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys...
It's not like throw to the other team. Oh, high point pass me.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Lawson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man.
Oh, I thought he dropped that.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked by Kendall Fuller. And his...
Shit.
Come on, set. Stick the oar.
Yeah, let's get Savage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man.
Can you at least run a little bit faster?
Down. 90 volt.
Tighten up.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Hold on to the ball.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Sometimes this game's not realistic.
Ready up.
What's that noise?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set them up with a much more manageable 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took the...
You ready? Mark 49. Hey, tight. Shoot.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Of course not.
Here we go. Achy Gators. Hit it.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
It's a high point pass.
Incomplete.
Not throw it all the way to New
Protection
York
that time,
City.
but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception.
I know we're losing all, but you at least have to try to get the ball.
throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception.
At least jump on
Picked
the
off
ball.
down at the 10. And a big turnover.
God.
They'll look to throw here. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
The official NFL fantasy app is pulling out.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
No, that's a wrap. Back losses.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love
This is going to be start. We need a train.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better.
From a playing home.
Come on, set. Sticky out ball. Let's go. Ready.
I'm gonna do this one more time. Not too late. I press continue.
crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my
She tried
habits.
so hard.
Do if you and me and didn't have it.
God is her.
Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to sleep. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Hey, their defense.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. we are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay in Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their
all right, this guy feel good. New York lost 5 in a row.
In your face.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Their defense is strong.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Set 50, plant.
Drop deep, drop deep.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive.
To know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them.
Here to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. James White. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Go!
2nd and 9 now. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll go down inside the 15.
That has not looked a fumble in the end zone.
On the ready.
Watch Mike.
Lead grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 14. And an alley to run. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick to... Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow made nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Where's the blocking?
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard.
Ready. 50, plant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now a shot taken on. Incomplete.
Ready, break.
Looking to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in the 2nd half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm not running out, but doesn't mean you have to stop your block.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No quit in him.
0.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Why are you
Trevor Williams with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Come on, Rick.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I thought you won.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his...
Here we go. 8 lead.
Oh, we lose the access.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll look to throw here.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of plays into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down.
Give the players in months. Also give
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll drop the throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. The official's so cognizant of that.
Please.
10-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. forced out to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a late score here in this
game. I'll check, but...
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, I'll see. After this game, I'll see.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that with
Sean Kaiser. I don't need David Johnson. I don't know what to do with these. You have to put in or said something because I don't know what to do with them. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, count on it. Hey, she want it like me because oh, you know what I can do? I can buy what's his name again? His superstar thing. And upgrade him then to elite, then do that. I can use this, so I don't have to buy the. I can do that. Should I don't know. I hate Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. I am an Oakland fan. Even though I just use something nothing. So yeah, he's gonna be playing some games to try to. Try to get some points. The 15. 15. Yeah, we lost Antonio Brown. Oakland lost Antonio Brown. We released him. Then he went to the dang Patriots. And I'm mad. I am mad. Talented. This is talented rappers and untalented rappers.
From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules. And a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Let's go.
Should I do it? Sure, I don't care. I forfeit the game, yeah, I don't care. Does he like what does he want to do? Oh. Oh, he wants to do mud draft. Oh, he wants to do mud draft. Mud draft friends. I don't know who I have.
I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You is lit.
Honestly, I don't know who I have. Is that my top 10?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special team.
Let me win.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and that'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Check out! 90! Watch the call! Watch the call! Watch the safety creep!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Flush to his right. Looking long for his tight end read. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I'm getting confused now.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him the question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2, Locke. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Now it's Locke off the bootleg. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, my coins are gone though. That sucks. I barely play with my friends in this game, but that was funny. I'll scream if we got something good. I feel like we need something good. I just have that feeling.
I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out.
6-9! Oh my god. Just for one moment, just for one, we're just gonna listen for 6-9, just one time.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0.
It's 6-9. I don't listen to 6-9. It's just for like the memes and all. But
Cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy,
yeah,
and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden,
we might get a guy with a mic.
bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Vic operating on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. Right side caught by Jackson.
Oh, the veteran.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That throw by Vic, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here goes Vic on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Steve Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Young. That's complete to the fullback, James Devlin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. But a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run here with Bo. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Dang,
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Should I run it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They run the counter. Jackson, he'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he gets it.
He's asking me to leave.
Inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle.
Your favorite restaurants now deliver with DoorDash. Delicious at your door. Download DoorDash.
I don't know what he's doing.
No delivery fee.
Harrison. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run the counter. Jackson.
Whoa!
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's Michael Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Willie Lanier in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while. but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in, line, lock it.
They run the counter. It's Jackson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he was all the way up to the
slow? He just wants me to leave. I should have pitched it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside.
How long have I been streaming?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Over the middle, complete.
Touchdown.
It's Harrison. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison. 33.
Let's go. Playoff. playoffs.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, 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 yeah.
Because if I get enough coins, I can open up legends. If I get something, in those boxes, I get like, I kind of get scared what I'm gonna get.
I remember when I was young in the dash. Got it on smash, foot on the they will not stop me. Tempo,
One more.
watch me
Come on.
celebrate. I got you. I do my
This is 1,000. I called it. I think I have enough.
I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on.
Yes, I do.
Foot on the gas.
I'm
I will not
scared.
crash. Honey, y'all.
Oh.
Trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses.
Ooh, that's a good center.
You just try not to fumble. Rumble.
I gotta go with the left side linebacker.
Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Imagine I got what's it called again? Oh, I could use Carrigan for the. Oh, no,
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
Where's my center? I pulled a center.
Down in Mississippi.
Unless I accidentally quick sold him, why would I do that?
Got a mad lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some.
Did I accidentally
quick tell your daddy. I tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama. And tell your daddy. I tell the whole
Or just
damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some. If you want some. But you ain't bad enough. So you can't take none.
Did I quick sell all of that?
And I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop
That
Dogg
good
is on the mic, I'm
nothing.
giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can get you with the pass.
That's annoying.
I can't be touched and I can't
Guess I can upgrade.
When I'm in a mud league, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
That sucks. You're bad.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
I am back.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Let's go.
Play action now. Vick Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vick. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Young eluding the pressure right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Steve Young. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, exit. 50, mark 50, mark 50. Hey,
out of the gun, it's Young. That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Kansas City touchdown. Marvin Harrison there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ryan Shazier able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Vick now. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Vick escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
On back.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. Flushed out right. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Vick. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Under 10, go.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, Charlie.
And they just get the play off. Now Young eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Young, dancing to his left. Room to run inside the 40. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
On second down, this is Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. To throw on third down, Young. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
And it's a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
There he goes, running.
This is the end of the live stream. Bye.